And welcome back to the SpiffyNeedleGeeks playing Yokai Watch with Brofan1, Supersonic 407, PlatinumRhythm, and RoushutsuRises. Who's ready to clean the beach?
Do we have to?
Yes, we do have to. It's a side quest.
It's like, can't we just not say we did?
It's like, oh, but this is a side quest, not a quest that involves the plot, so technically we don't have to.
Well, I mean...
Just get some inmates at the local prison to do it.
Okay. Wow. I'm not sure if there is a local prison around here. That also said, oh no, actually no, there really isn't a thing, because according to the anime, the closest prison is like an island, like far off, like in the middle of the ocean.
Then ship them over. It's like pack them in a crate and ship them over.
Okay, but why though? They'll treat it as a vacation.
No, not. Oh yeah. Let's go to like the nice beaches of Hawaii. Just to pick up trash. No sightseeing or anything, just to pick up trash.
Hey, to them that would be a vacation.
That said, I still can't help but laugh. It's one of those things where it's like, when you think of side quests in RPGs, most people think, oh, go to the mountains and slay that dragon to avenge my fallen father or some bullshit. Here, we're just cleaning up a beach.
No, for this side quest, you're doing some community service.
Yeah. We're being a role model student.
A role model student.
Exactly. Now with that empty bottle, you could trap a fairy and give yourself refill your life whenever you need to.
That's not how it works in Breath of the Wild, unfortunately.
Hold on to that. You're right, actually. Link can just catch that bullshit with his hands.
Right.
You don't even need fairies. Just save the Zora chick.
I mean, that only works like once every 20 minutes. I'd rather have more reassurance than that.
But still, it's a free fairy.
I know it's a free fairy, but you know what? Also, where are other free fairies at each of the 4 fairy fountains. There's like 3 per fountain.
Huh.
And they're not hard to get. Just crawl to them. Wear the Sheikah armor if you have to.
I honestly had no idea that it's like, unlike previous Zelda games, you don't need an empty jar to grab a fairy in Breath of the Wild.
Nope.
Nope.
You just stick them in your pocket along with the thousands of other pointless shit that you can pick up in that game.
Breath of the Wild is the definition of hammer space.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the magic satchel.
Either or. It's the same thing.
I guess.
Oh, something I actually failed to mention when we got Castellius Max. He no longer goes boom. Instead, his ultimate is now a guard. So,
Oh, okay.
being the super tank that he is, he's taking a lot. Oh well. Have you guys ever done any kind of community service?
I have.
Well, I mean, I guess not in the form of picking up any trash, but I did volunteer to be like part of the stage crew like numerous times around certain musicals in this area called a theater in the park.
I remember a few years back when it was around the time Christmas was rolling around, and me, my dad, and my younger brother, we were out helping give gifts to the unfortunate at this community center. So,
Yeah, I used to volunteer at an art museum.
Okay. Yeah, I remember doing quite a number of different kinds of community service back when I was in the Boy Scouts. Between cleaning up trash on the side of the road. Volunteering for like an art gallery at like the church gymnasium where we have our meetings. One time I helped my late aunt with a toy drive to help commemorate her son that died of cancer.
Ugh.
I know, Mangy, but it's sad, isn't it? Anyway.
Aww.
funny. Anyway,
summer school.
Oh god.
That's a lot of inspirited.
The semicolon is god.
Yeah, so this is a funny little side quest. It's like we have 3 students here. One that's studying his ass off. One that's kind of just doing whatever, and the one that's not doing anything at all. The one that's studying his ass off keeps getting C's. The one the one that's not doing too much is getting B's, and the one that's not doing anything at all keeps getting A's. Something's wrong here.
Yeah, that is... No, that is... Oh my god. That sounds backwards.
I mean, I never had to study when I was in high school, and I always got A's. I was just a good listener.
God damn it.
Now tell me what's wrong with that.
Now I don't mean to brag or anything, but unlike you three plebs, I was a good listener in high school.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's very possible. It's very possible. It's very possible to not study and still get good grades as long as you listen. Tell me I'm wrong.
Well, if you know how to listen, if you know how to take the proper notes and everything, and it's like also I think it also depends on like even the school.
But that would imply that you would look at the notes later, which equals studying.
But I can only imagine, like, the student in this particular side quest. I can only imagine, like, by quote unquote doing nothing, he's also not listening at the same time.
Hey, you don't know that,
right? Well, that's
that said, we're about to ruin his life.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Like, is that pretty much the case in this side quest, PJ? Like he's by doing nothing, he's not listening either.
Well, yeah, he just admitted he just admitted he got like the highest test score of the class 20 times in a row, but yeah, he's not really doing anything about it. He's slacking off. He's not doing anything. He's just taking the tests and he's getting the best every time.
So there you go, Brandon. Basically, by doing nothing, he's literally doing nothing about it. Not even listening to the instructor.
Well, Castellius the first and the second and third are to blame here. So regardless of such, that said, I would love to have had a Castellius the first back in school.
So what would happen? So what would happen if Castellius Max inspirited you while you were in school?
Not only would you'd probably make the fucking dean's list. You'd make the dean's list. You'd get all the college scholarships. Hell, you'd probably get accepted to fucking Yale.
You'd probably be given to school.
Yeah, probably.
Thanks to this yokai, I was successfully accepted into Harvard.
Not only that, I now own Harvard.
I own Harvard.
Not to make it a party school.
Yeah, because literally, Castellius Max is literally like think of whatever you can win for a situation, and then totally go over the top with it.
That's so great.
That said, I wasn't really much of a note taker in school, mostly because I really couldn't be. Because I'm a very slow handwriter. Typing, I'm a little better at, but so I was able to kind of get past that back in college when I was allowed to bring my laptop to classes. But no, in grade school when we couldn't do that, we had to write notes. Like I would spend more time at just trying my best to listen what the teacher says. And my short-term memory loss made that difficult already. But so whenever I would try taking notes, I would end up falling behind and then not catching like half of the things that they were saying anyway. So no matter what I did, I was screwed.
Yeah, you know what? I like half the time I was pretty much on the same boat as you are when it comes to note taking. I mean, considering that the instructor would give out like so much information about the topic in question, no matter what it is, it's like, yeah, I would try my hardest to like not only listen to the instructor but try to like write down like literally everything that the instructor was saying. But yeah, it was at the point where, yeah, exactly like how you were at times when it comes to note-taking. At one point, I would get lost in all this information and all these teachings and whatnot that I lose track, and I'm like, oh god, wait, hold on. Give me a moment to catch up on everything, please.
So that's why I was absolutely in love with teachers that either, taught directly from a textbook, so that was so all the notes were technically already there, or, yeah, gave us the notes ahead of time. Like they printed that themselves and then passed them out. Like those were the classes I did a little better at because not only can I listen, but I also had the notes right there already pre-made for me.
Yeah, it was also really convenient when you have an instructor that is like at the end of like a lesson or whatnot, he or she would actually pass out like these sheets or little booklets that pretty much like it's as if the instructor took the notes for you and then just like printed them out and gave them to each of the students.
Yeah. Anyway, real quickly, so this is a side quest that requires Old Saint Trick. Now, back when we first got Old Saint Trick, I had difficulty explaining what he can really do, exactly what he did. This is our chance to actually see what he does.
Okay.
And let's just say it's pretty yokai extravagant. Also, that was the only time in this game that jingle played.
Yeah, I noticed that old jingle sounded a little bit different than the other jingles we listened to, like, previously.
Yeah, so what's going on right here is this couple. It's the girlfriend's birthday, and the boyfriend has 3 gifts, but he doesn't know what to give her. And he was super hesitant about it. So what we did was we had Old Saint Trick possess him, and pretty much made him have her girlfriend choose which of the 3 gifts she wanted. That said, I don't
Come on.
I don't know why. I don't know why he couldn't just give her all 3 things.
I know, really. That's like, yeah. Why not just take everything?
Give him the song. You know.
See, coming from a guy, who was in 2 past, major relationships, whenever it came down to Christmas or birthdays for my significant other, if I saw multiple things that I knew they'd want, I just get them both, or all.
Yeah, it's like, that's exactly how I've always been when I got you guys Christmas gifts or whatever. If I see something that you guys will like, I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna limit myself to just one. Fuck that, I'm getting all this stuff.
Right.
Which actually reminds me, speaking of which, I know, Danny, your birthday's coming up pretty soon. So, like,
yep.
I saw something in a 3D game store that I knew you'd love, and I'm hoping that that it's still there by the time my job picks back up in a couple of weeks, and I get months, so that way I'll be able to get it for you.
Aww. Thank you.
Like I said, I'm hoping it's still there.
So there.
Right.
Right now I can't afford it. I'm broke as fuck.
Well, I'm trying to think. You're going to be starting up again relatively soon, right? Because
I was gonna say,
in a couple of weeks. Like I just got a text. I just got a text from my boss saying how equipment pickup's going to be this next coming Monday.
Okay, yeah, because some of the schools are already starting up again down here, at least where I am.
So yeah, what I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to be starting exactly next week. Probably not. We're probably going to spend that week next week probably like retraining. I think it's something they do after we pick up equipment in case there's any changes, and then I'll probably pick up with actual appointments the following week.
Oh, okay.
That means BJ can get me a late gift. I'm kidding.
What?
Kidding.
Boy, I'll get you a copy of Persona 5 if I have to.
Okay. Oh,
I mean,
shit.
Sonic Mania is this month.
I don't think I'll have that money by then. That also said, I don't know if you heard about this, Danny and Russell, yet, but they announced apparently a Persona Q2.
I know.
Really?
Yeah, and it had the Phantom Thieves logo on it, so...
yeah, wouldn't be surprised. It's like, yeah, let's take Persona Q, let's throw the 5 cast in there while we're at it.
Yeah, something else they announced today, too. They also announced, I guess, dancing games for Persona 3 and Persona 5.
Oh, yeah, dancing all night. Yep, figured. Of course they'll do that. Now it's like, all right, where's Arena? It's like, okay, we're getting Q and we're getting the dancing game with Persona 5. All right, where's Arena?
We're also getting a Persona 5 anime, so there's that too.
Well, yeah.
No kidding.
That's kind of to be expected,
Is it? I don't know I don't know the formula.
Yeah.
I just got into the game.
Okay, yeah, it's like, they did a TV adaptation for Persona 4. Now, Persona 3, they've adapted, I believe, into 3 movies. And then they later adapted Persona 4 Golden, which is basically like final mix of Persona 4. Unfortunately, as far as from what I've heard, only the original Persona 4 anime actually got dubbed. So the Persona 4 Golden stuff, which is like, all they did was just animate some of the extra content that was provided in that game, as well as the Persona 3 movies, subtitled only. And I think from what our friend Matt told me, the same company that was responsible for the subtitling only stuff, they're the ones that are getting Persona 5. So it's very likely it's not going to get a dub job, which sucks because the dub was so good.
Oh yeah, I remember, like, when it comes to anything Persona related, I remember, like, years back, I did watch all of the Persona 4 animation.
Mm-hmm. That's like, I will say this, BJ, that's like, if you're interested in Persona 4, but you don't have the means to play it and everything, do watch the anime. It's very, very accurate to the game.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, although at the same time, though, it's like, again, this correlates back to the numerous times I brought up, like, this backlog of games I still need to go through. I purchased Persona 4 itself for the PS3 or whatever, because it was on sale at the time. Again, I have yet to touch it, and I need to find the time to do so.
Yes.
And in which case, that'll pretty much do it for this part of More Side Quests, ladies and gentlemen. We just helped a couple of friends find their time capsule, so that was fun. So join us next time as we do, I think, More Side Quests. I actually don't remember. See you then.
Alrighty.